It was an election campaign with little jeopardy, but even so, they can barely believe it. This man, only the second Labour leader in half a century to win a majority from opposition. This, a landmark moment and a historic win. Keir Starmer said he had a mountain to climb to bring Labour back from near wipeout in 2019, and he's just scaled Everest, arriving in Downing Street with his wife Victoria and the second largest Labour majority ever. But after a disciplined campaign, now, finally, taking just a moment to drink it all in.
Our country has voted decisively for change. Now, this wound, this lack of trust, can only be healed by actions, not words. I know that. But we can make a start today, whether you voted Labour or not. In fact, especially if you did not, I say to you directly, my government will serve you.
Now, Prime Minister, this a speech less about party politics and more about national unity, trying to reflect the mood of a country divided, disillusioned, fed up with politics.
If I asked you now whether you believe that Britain will be better for your children, I know too many of you would say no. And so my government will fight every day until you believe again. You have given us a clear mandate, and we will use it to deliver change, to restore service and respect to politics. So, with respect and humility, I invite you all to join this government of service in the mission of national renewal. Our work is urgent, and we begin it today. Thank you very much.
A rare glimpse behind the famous black door. Keir Starmer, only the seventh Labour leader who's made it across this threshold. And these, some of the people who helped get him here. Outside number 10, the street full. The world's media gathered to watch this rare change of governing party. The reign that defined the start of his campaign, marking the end too. Rishi Sunak out of the door, resolute, resigned, maybe even a little relieved.
I have given this job my all, but you have sent a clear signal that the government of the United Kingdom must change, and yours is the only judgment that matters. I have heard your anger, your disappointment, and I take responsibility for this loss. To all the Conservative candidates and campaigners who worked tirelessly but without success, I am sorry that we could not deliver what your efforts deserved. This is a difficult day, at the end of a number of difficult days. But I leave this job honoured to have been your Prime Minister. This is the best country in the world.
Mr Sunak and his wife left Downing Street to jeers. Off to the palace to tender his resignation. Within minutes of 14 years of Conservative rule officially ending, the new PM installed.
Your Majesty, you must be utterly exhausted and ill on your knees, but not much incredibly.
It was an even longer night for the losing side. 12 cabinet ministers out, future leadership contenders gone. A past Prime Minister punished by her constituents, her career in party politics over for now. Votes flowed to the smaller parties too, a disillusioned electorate looking for new answers. Nigel Farage finally on his way to Parliament on his 8th attempt. An impressive 4 million votes, but only 5 seats to show for it. The Green Party breaking records too, securing 4 seats. Ed Davey leading the Liberal Democrats to win their highest number of seats ever. They are the 3rd largest party again. Cabinet appointments also marked a historical first, with the top jobs all earned by women. Angela Rayner, the Prime Minister's deputy, Yvette Cooper, the Home Secretary, and Rachel Reeves, the first ever female Chancellor. Keir Starmer's made history. The scale of his victory comes but once in decades. And with this massive win comes a huge opportunity. He now has the chance to become one of this country's most consequential prime ministers, alongside the likes of Thatcher or Blair. But he has secured a big majority on a smaller vote share. Support for his government is far shallower than it is wide. Yes, he has won decisively, but now his challenge is to prove to the public that trust in politics really can be restored. Landslides are often built on shaky foundations, and Keir Starmer knows the country wants action, not words. He has promised change. Now the test begins. Beth Rigby, Sky News, Westminster.